Hey, welcome to So What's Even Happening, the podcast where creative entrepreneurship meets real-life self-care.
I'm Courtney, an artist and entrepreneur from LA.
And I'm Ziamara, a business owner and consultant from Oakland.
We're two Black women navigating the ups and downs of business building, fostering personal growth, and holding each other accountable.
Each week, we're sharing inspiring stories, facts, and some good laughs as we talk about creativity, self-care, and making it all work.
So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's figure out what's even happening together.
Hey!
Hi!
What is up? How have you been?
I mean, since I last talked to you before my 15-minute nap, I feel much better.
Amazing. I'm happy to hear that.
You know, my little stomach situation is feeling
Girl,
better.
I feel like no one prepares you for the tummy issues, the allergies that pop up as you get older. And just
What happened?
I have no idea.
After 30?
Yeah.
Like when I turned 30, I got eczema on my face.
Right.
What?
Right.
Never.
Right.
Have I ever had anything eczema related.
Yeah.
My nostrils and my chin.
Yeah.
And then
It's insane, right?
back pain.
Yeah. Yep.
I know everyone over 30 has back and knee issues.
Oh, yeah.
Like don't.
We're all messed up. It's crazy.
I'm not buying that I'm messed up. I'm just sifting through.
Yeah.
How to navigate through this.
Right.
I feel like Aaron's like, yeah, you're getting old. You're getting old now. Aaron is our best friend that we share.
We share.
We share.
We do.
With Kayla, his
Aw,
wife.
Right.
But yes, he's always talking about how old we're getting. And I'm just like, I am not subscribing.
I think it's, like doctors are very just like
They're so black and white.
Totally.
And so scientific.
So, yes.
And they so just blah, blah, blah.
This is what it is. Yep.
You know what? Just let me live in my Delulu.
Right. Just
let
for
me
a little
have
bit.
it.
A
Let
little.
me have it.
Just for a little bit.
Something.
Something. Yeah. That's why we have to stay inspired these days,
I mean, what a job.
Creatives, entrepreneurs, can you relate?
What a task. Like, how do we stay inspired?
Yeah.
Which, oh my gosh, that's the topic of what we're talking about today?
Yeah.
Oh, see what you did there.
You see? Yeah.
What are we talking about, Court?
Staying inspired.
Oof.
Like,
Yeah.
snaps to inspiration because just like anxiety, I feel like inspiration is always there. Is it not? Like,
Always.
it's always around us. It's really just calling it out, I think.
Yes.
And I think that's something that a lot of creative entrepreneurs can relate to is staying motivated, saying, yes, let's keep going. Let's keep doing this.
Yeah. When a lot of times I'd be like, I
Totally.
don't wanna.
Yeah. And it's like you have to find ways to keep yourself motivated.
Yeah.
To really just say like, yeah, I know to keep going means I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing the future. I'm choosing my best self.
Yeah. I think in my business, I've been at this for almost 10 years. And it's in the business of selling goods. And it is easy to feel like you're in the same cycle year after year.
Yeah.
Spring, summer, fall, holiday, blah, blah. Like it's just on repeat over and over again. But that's the cycle of life. Like we always have the same cycles that we go through, especially in business, in our own lives, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I remember it like being just eye rolling because I'm just like, wait, I don't want to. Okay, we're doing this again. Again. I think the again part, like it made me feel like this was so redundant in life.
Yeah.
And it's just, I kept focusing on that part, the redundancy versus like the inspiration part in terms of like how we're doing something different.
Yep.
Maybe we're bringing a new style.
Yeah.
We're working with a new vendor, a new collaboration. We're bringing a new product, a new different type of photo shoot. Like I would try a different set, working with different models. Like it's that, I think for me, like in the mundane parts,
1000%.
I would find the inspiration of like how it's different from before.
Yeah.
And treating that as like a new level of excitement.
Absolutely.
And how that part alone is just extremely important because it's your perspective that's really driving how you view it, and is your viewpoint is where the inspiration lies.
Yeah, that's really it. It's how you see it, how you take it.
You see it, you take it,
Yeah.
your thoughts, your process, all of that, like that, and that's just in looking in your current situation of like how you can stay inspired and how you can keep the needle moving.
Yeah.
Besides the part of like needing a paycheck.
Right. Right. But I feel like inspiration is one of those things that you kind of have to have. You have to want to have that. You have to want to stay like wanting to absorb, wanting to learn. And I think what you were just saying, like you have different models, different this, different that, like the key word is different. Different isn't bad.
Yeah.
Different is an opportunity. It's a chance for something different, for expansion.
Yeah.
And I think that's really big for me, just in terms of staying inspired. Like even just being an artist, like we get bored. Like I think we like that stimulation of just trying something new, experimenting. There's so much that comes from allowing yourself to play, allowing yourself to make really bad art in the process of getting to something, masterful. So I think this idea of doing things differently, trying something new, getting out of your comfort zone is a great way to, in the smallest ways, not even in your own field, just like a hobby even. Like I think all these things are wonderful in terms of just keeping things exciting.
Yeah.
It's really just acknowledging and kind of extracting what brings you joy in your own way. For me, it's a lot of just trying new things. I think that inspiration is something that, especially for creatives, comes in waves that isn't always met with action. So it's about kind of like leaning into other forms of creativity, something new, something out of my comfort zone, something that allows me to just change the way I see things. So I think even in the smallest ways, inspiration is something that can really be found if you just open your eyes.
Yeah.
Change of environment, traveling.
Yeah.
Change of scenery, even just moving furniture around. I love to move furniture, just, getting a new plant even, something that just allows you to open your eyes and see something differently.
So I feel like inspiration definitely creeps in. Don't look at him. Don't look at him because he's he's coming over. Hi.
We knew you'd make a guest appearance at some point.
Okay, let's try to. So everybody who's not watching, Diesel is here, and he woke up from his nap, and now he's joined us on the couch.
Yes.
What a brat. Hello, son.
Only child dog right here.
Okay. All right.
What were we talking about?
It just. This dog is so funny. He's about 67 pounds, or maybe 64. I know he lost weight, but he definitely loves attention.
He's a lover.
He's a lover, not a fighter. Pit bull, blue nose. Anyway, so when we're talking about inspiration, like when do you notice that you don't have inspiration?
I think for me, it's when I know I'm burnt out. I know there's some other reason as to why I don't feel like myself. It's like when I don't feel like myself at the end of the day. Maybe I need rest. Maybe I need exercise. Maybe I need something invigorating. It's like there's something lacking, I feel like. And I think that happens a lot because of burnout and because of kind of just this constant, it's one thing to be in motion constantly and like taking action, but if you're kind of doing that but spinning your wheels, maybe doing the same thing over and over and over again, or just getting bored, I think that can really be draining because you're not really like giving yourself a chance to be inspired, to be ignited, to light up in some way. There's
Right.
nothing that's like sparking anything in you. So I think that like boredom is a big thing. And just like not taking care of yourself, like not getting enough rest. Because then everything, it just feels like there's a dark cloud following you, you know?
I think for me, it's definitely when I don't feel excited to do the things that I normally love to do. And I'm like, why? Why do I not feel excited to work in my business? Like, why do I feel not excited to do X, Y, and Z? And sure, there are some things that I don't like in my business. I don't like doing administrative things.
Right.
I don't want to spend my time doing that. I want to spend my time focusing on like bigger areas of how to expand my business or new collaborations, the creative side of things. And I think that it's also just in terms of the boredom of the mundane, like the same stuff over and over. You kind of get yourself in a cycle, similar to when you're at the gym, you're doing the same workouts.
Right.
When you're eating the same food,
Yeah.
because you're on this like diet plan or whatever.
Well, and then your body will get used to it and then start to plateau because you're not changing anything.
Nothing's changing.
Not working new muscles. Yeah.
And one of the ways that I love to find inspiration is by incorporating something new. It doesn't have to be a huge overhaul. It doesn't have to be a fucking shave my head or haircut.
Right.
It doesn't have to be move to a new city. It doesn't have to be something extreme. It could be something that's totally a change to your normal routine, whether that's taking a new way home on your way home or whether if it's taking a trip. And one thing that I learned how to do earlier this year was through this concept of taking yourself on an artist date. I don't know if you guys have read this book called Artist's Way, but it unblocks it helps you unblock your creative blocks that you may have in your life, right?
Yeah.
And one of them is to go, and it's especially to do by yourself, not like with a group of people, not with a security blanket, but like for you to explore and do by yourself, which I think is really important because we're so tethered to doing something with another person and not by ourselves and just not having the courage to do that. Which is a whole nother topic. But I think it's really important because you get to kind of immerse yourself into something that brings you joy. Like you find the inspiration in the joy of what you love to do.
Yeah. And you're finding more inspiration in learning about yourself. I feel like when you acknowledge, oh, I'm actually having a good time doing this versus just doing something, an artist date really allows you to really get centered with yourself and focus on you and your needs, what brings you joy, and calling it out. I think that's a really big thing too, is just kind of calling out the inspiration, vocalizing it, versus just, going about life just doing this, doing that. Like, oh yeah, I tried this, I tried that. But it's like when you say like, no, I did this by myself, and like I had a moment, I had a real connection. I learned about myself. I tried something new, like,
and you laughed at yourself trying something new and failing. You know?
And it's like a memory you have with yourself to look back on. Like, oh, remember that time I tried that, and it's like that's pretty cool, you know.
What are some different types of like artist dates that you've done?
Definitely gone to the beach. That's a really great one. Just you take your journal, my music, just. There's something about being next to the water and just by the sand, and just even the warm sun, all the elements really kind of help invigorate something new.
Being outside in general.
Yeah, outside. We love outside. Going to the movies by myself, which is just super fun. It's cute, It's just a fun thing you get to do you're doing it for yourself.
You don't have to compromise with anybody.
No.
You can go in the morning, the afternoon.
I love a morning movie. Oh my God.
See whatever movie you want to see.
Yeah.
You don't have to like negotiate.
Right. It's literally the best thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I've gone to like museums or I've gone museums, restaurants.
Yeah, solo dates are the best.
Solo restaurant dates.
Dates,
I've done
yeah.
it on purpose and on accident.
Yeah.
We don't want to
yeah.
talk about that either. But you don't have to argue about what you want to eat,
Yeah.
where you want to eat.
Yeah.
I'll sit at the bar. I'll sit at a table.
Yeah. Well, and then you get to like even just chat with the people around you. Like,
Yeah.
chat with the bartender, chat with the people sitting. Just it's a whole new experience.
I'm never left alone.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
like I'm actually having a lot of conversations.
Yeah.
And sure, I welcome it, you
Yeah.
know, but it's also like I'm also not getting hit on.
Yeah.
People always think like, oh, if you go somewhere by yourself, you're going because you want to invite that information
Yeah.
or in energy.
Yeah.
And that's not it, actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I live by myself in this house and I am like, okay, like I actually want to be around other people.
Yeah. Like get out of the house and like just
I don't want to cook.
right.
I don't want to cook tonight. You know, I don't have the materials to make sushi. I've never made sushi before in my life.
Right.
I don't have sake on my bar cart. Right. No. So I want to go get sushi. I'm going to go do that. And sometimes I'm going to dress up. I'm going to look really cute.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Order a cute little drink and just make it romantic even.
Right.
Just for yourself. Show yourself love.
Yeah. And also I find a lot of joy in learning something new.
Yeah.
So maybe it's going to a pottery class. Maybe it's going to a lecture. I went to a meditation lecture like a few weeks ago where I got to go to UC Berkeley and like learn how to do this specific meditation. Yeah. And there's a lot more science to it than I thought there was going to be. So just putting yourself in new spaces and just taking on new information and meeting new people. Like it's just newness, whether it is as introverted as you want to be and as extroverted as you want to be. And I really think that like infusing that energy and taking yourself out of the mundane and the day-to-day will spark some sort of thought and an inspiration.
It shakes things up in the best way, the way you didn't know you needed until after the fact. Like, oh man, I should have done that a long time ago. Or why did I wait so long to do that?
Right.
Yeah. I feel like I'm looking at you like most of the time versus like I'll glance at that and I forget that that's there.
Oh, I do both.
Okay, let me start.
I don't go there though.
Oh yeah, that'd be weird. Like, hello.
Hey.
Okay.
All right, kiddos. All right, people.
Yeah.
We're back. Had to take a little break, you know. Yeah. It's important.
Rest is important. Not rest. We weren't just napping. We just had a little reset, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So last time when we left off, we talked about ways to find joy and how that creates inspiration. And I want to encourage you guys to go on do a little assignment,
some homework.
A little homework.
Yeah.
I don't know. And
mindful homework.
It doesn't be written down. You can just think about it or talk it out loud or whoever.
Yeah.
I mean, you're listening to this podcast, so you're either at your desk, in a car.
Doing something else.
Yeah. We know we're multitasking here.
Right.
But I encourage you guys to create a list of all the things that bring you joy. And it could be from taking long walks to baths and these are mostly outside stuff. I just said bath, but still, that's inspiring.
A bath outside sounds amazing, to be honest.
That too.
Guess
Maybe that's spa.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Museums, movies, restaurants, wine tasting, travel, all these things.
Yeah.
Like, what are the things that bring you joy? And what leaves you, after you're done with it, what leaves you inspired? What leaves you wanting to like ask questions about? I always ask questions when I'm at a winery, like talking about like tannins, talking about like what type of harvest and blends and regions and that.
It's an opportunity to learn.
Yeah, stuff you didn't know about.
Yep.
So I encourage everyone to do that.
Yeah.
And what else do you want to encourage somebody?
So I think the part 2 to this is really just staying present, staying mindful, and calling out those moments of joy and inspiration when they happen, or really taking action in a moment. So it's when you hop in the car, like maybe you're starting your commute to work or something, and every time it's going to be a drag. Like, what is something that could spark joy in that moment? Maybe it's putting on a new podcast
Like us.
on your drive,
Hey.
listening to a new album, like just a genre of music you've never listened to, like something
Right.
totally different. So I think that's kind of maybe the part two of the homework is just taking moments to be mindful and finding the joy in those small mindful moments, and just seeing how you see things differently just
Yeah.
by being a little bit more open-minded and
Right.
open-eyed.
It could literally be while you're taking a walk, just looking at the sun. Like, wow, the sun is so glorious
Yeah.
today. Oh,
Yeah.
like the sky looks amazing.
Take a picture of the sunset.
look at this
Do people still do
beautiful flower.
that? Remember when you used to just take pictures of the sunset and
Yeah.
flowers on a walk? Just
Yeah.
like back when Instagram didn't matter,
Listening to your favorite song that
Yeah.
when you were in freshman in high school or something
Yeah.
like that, or
Who
like
doesn't love a throwback? Just the joy that it,
throwback. Yeah.
I love that. So,
So
yeah.
we're gonna leave you guys with that. I hope you guys find so much inspiration. It's literally everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Joy, all the things.
Yeah.
You just gotta take time to actually notice them.
Yeah. And call it out.
Acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Send a picture to us.
Yes.
of where you found joy.
Show us the joy. We want to see it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to So What's Even Happening. We hope you got a little inspiration and maybe a laugh or two. If you love this episode, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. It really helps us grow. You can find us on YouTube and all your favorite podcast platforms. And follow us on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at So What's Even Happening for more behind-the-scenes fun, tips, and updates. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep making moves toward your dreams. And remember, we're rooting for you, always.